Hey guys, Ben Pearson, the Roaster Tracker. We are on our way back to the base. We have motors now. Hopefully we have enough. I also, well, let's stop and pick up some frames just in case we need those, because it feels like we may need some of those. We may as well have them. We have a good amount here. And then we can head back to the base. I just figured I'd load while we're going. I've cleared out most of the stuff. I forgot to clear out the whip, which is kind of annoying, but we'll just dump it somewhere. Look at how many of these we have. Let's leave our fractional stack. And then I think that will do. Iron ore, why? 30 per minute. 30 per minute. This is probably impure. So we're probably backed up on the outputs or something. Yeah. I mean, we're basically, yeah, you can tell we're maxing out the capacity. So we were backed up at one point in time. I still can't pick up those dead hogs. Oh well. Someday maybe I'll learn the trick. More likely one of you guys will tell me. There's so little plastic left. Oh, that's right, we did leave a full stack there. I think I should have left some bullets behind there. I meant to leave some of the motors behind at the base and a few other things, but yeah, I think we're gonna use a good chunk of this stuff while we're here. I love the hypertube idea, just from getting point A to point B quickly, but not jumping around. Probably makes it a lot simpler if you're going through here. They don't have to model all the physics. Ooh, excuse me. And there, you know, can load in the background what's going on. I would love to make this simpler. I should be able to. But yeah. And you can see we have sulfuric acid and we have almost full actually. It's very nice. Let's come over here and let's just start manufacturing more of these. Acid. Guess I can't spell correctly. Let's see if we can do one more, I think, and that will be the critical. That is so much. Can I put a splitter? Can we hang one under here? I didn't think so. Drat. So let's do this. Let's do the splitter here. And then we're gonna build our 4. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. I think the space gets fairly tight underneath here, right? Yeah. We'll just build it yeah, we'll build it here. That'll do. And then we can do a Mark III belt. Which needs steel beams. We do have some. They're just over in our box. – goes to there. Mark 3 goes to here. We need the Mark 4 lift. Then we're going to kill this guy. And then let's build the Mark 3 here. So all we have to do is wire up. Let's kill that. Mark 4 belts. Let's go over from here to there. And I'm gonna go down to the end one of these guys. What? Oh dear. It's a bad blueprint. And we have no power, which is fine. Sulfuric acid. How did I miss one? Oh, obviously that blueprint's gonna need some work. And then we'll need the water as well. So we could just do a Mark 1 to there, and then we'll do the Mark 2 between here. Let's go to right about there. Then Mark 2 to there. And then just 2 Mark 1s from here. And that should do it. We should now be making massive, massive amounts of sulfuric acid. Let's just have it be right there. Well, yeah, that's fine. Actually, that needs to be a Mark 2 belt. Good plan. Missing copper sheets? Really? Well, hopefully I have some. Really? Maybe I have some at a different site. We have a few different chests that are in different places. Is there one around here? Nope. Well, obviously we're gonna need a lot more of those. Still, we got the acid being produced, which is good. Look at these trucks running along. You know, I don't know if this is very efficient, but it was definitely worth trying. Can't believe how much copper sheets we've used. Let's see if there's any up here. I thought I had so many copper sheets out here. Felt like we might be getting low, but we would. Let's take the full stack of grass and put it directly in. I mean, we have a full container here, so we'll be... There's really no need for us to worry about that. We're doing time, 10 minutes in. I guess we're gonna have to go back and get more copper sheets. Well, let's try to figure out what else we're gonna need to do so we can make one trip back. But we got the sulfuric acid processing. That's a good sign. Then the next thing that we're gonna need is... what? Our refinery? Not refinery, the aluminum. So we're working on batteries here. So let's take a look at the battery recipe. I know sulfuric acid was one piece. Chop this tree down because it's annoying me. All right. Wish I could get rid of that. Let's come over here. Let's see, batteries need sulfuric acid, alumina solution, and aluminum casing. So we're gonna need a lot more space somewhere. Not enough space, huh? Okay, let's drop some of these frames in then, I guess. The whip. That'll do for now. So, okay. The aluminum's also gonna need some water. We have to kind of do this fairly low. Now, it has the issue where you can have too much water as part of its processing, but not for the solution. This is gonna be really hard to balance out. Yeah, maybe it won't be so bad. Because if we overcap the solution, then it'll just convert more to batteries. I think it'll be fine. We're gonna need, it's not that much space that's needed. It's a lot of piping though, because it is refineries, isn't it? Okay, let's lay out some more concrete pads. It's not quite on a pad. Pump down some more stuff. Some micella and lots of wood. Okay. So let's see here. We need... We're gonna need some blenders, I think they're called. Eventually. Which will need the aluminum casing, which I left all of it sillily back at the base because I didn't think we were gonna need anything. We are gonna need refineries. Which will need the copper sheets, okay. Let's look at the recipes though. Alumina solution is bauxite and water. Then it produces the silica. Okay. Bauxite and water. And how many are these are we gonna need? That's the real thing. So it'll produce 120 per minute. Which means it's gonna consume 120 per minute. We have, I think it's a pure vein, so I think we have 240 per minute. We're gonna need 2 of those, and then maybe, yeah, it's not gonna be that much. Let's leave the motors behind. Take the whip. Wood, let's, well, I mean, we have so much here, it doesn't matter. We'll leave it back at our main base that has even more. So we're gonna go back there, we're gonna pick up copper sheets, and I think that's really it. Oh, we'll pick up what little aluminum we have. We don't have a lot of it, but there is some. Whee! We are booking it. The fact that you go different speeds as you know, go up and down is nice, but it can be kind of annoying too sometimes. We have some of this, we should consume it. Just looking at what all we should do. I mean, we have a decent amount of leaves and that kind of garbage. Getting lots and lots of fabric, which is good. We don't need tons of it. I'm sure at some point in time we're going to need a dedicated fabric capacity, but right now the micella and bio consumable, which we all have to harvest manually, seems to be more than sufficient. Okay, chugging along. I don't think we'll need any more plastic. So we're not going to go all the way back to that base. Let's see, this is our motor manufacturing facility. I look forward to actually consuming more of these motors because we haven't done that for a while. We have a couple of things that we don't really need the rubber or the plastic going to our main base anymore. We'll probably switch that to, you know, just the parts that we need for the final victory that we're going to put into the space elevator. At some point in time we'll switch there. Now let's see here. Put in all wood and all leaves. And I think that's it. We have limestone, do we? Nah. No hard drives. The micella I did actually upgrade to use a container because it was kind of annoying. Leave behind the whip and flower petals. some nice inhalers. And we'll dump those things behind. And we got the slug that we can process. But we must not forget what it was that we actually came here to do, which was copper sheets. We're gonna take a bunch of copper sheets because I don't want to have this problem again. And I think we're gonna have a lot of piping, which is where you tend to need copper sheets. Yeah, one more. There we go. That should be enough. Maybe. It's possible this is enough. Oh, while we're here, how's the shop looking? So we would like... I think this time we're actually going to make some purchases. We're going to see. Display sign. Hypertube floor, I love the idea of. Wall attachment as well. Foundation, meh. Wall, the inverted wall ramp feels like a good idea. This as well. Door walls. I kind of like that idea. Catwalk seems fun. Let's get the Satisfactory Pioneering Award. So this comes out to 171. How many tickets do we have? $166. I'm gonna drop my motors here. So we have so many motors. We'll go pick up a couple of stacks and then I think that's the main thing. Still don't have quite enough for everything, and I guess we should, oops. Let's drop something so we have, it's 160, right? 160, so we can drop 5. What's in our cart that costs 5 that we don't care? The ramp wall bundle will drop, and then we just need one more. I do want the floor. Fine, we'll drop that. Got too much stuff in our inventory. Tell you what, let's put one more stack of motors in the sink. Okay. 166 and 165. Buy it all. Don't know what we'll do with that. I guess for now we'll just stick it in this chest. But we got the pretty good... Is that the Satisfactory Award, or was it... Where did the other ticket go? Okay, it is here. You know, let's just leave the ticket here. I'll probably forget about it, but that's okay. And you know, how much space do we have? None. We're gonna do something real quick here, just to get a lot more tickets. And to get the factory going a little bit more, because I want to see what happens. Put down 2 of these. We're gonna drop everything that we've got. Apparently we need a 3rd one. I'll get a 4th one just to be sure. So what we're gonna do, I think we have some industrial beams or something here that was something we produced once upon a time. And we have not been needing those for anything, so we're gonna take a big shipment of those and drop them off. I'm sure I'm gonna regret that because I'm sure that's gonna be a component to some of the stuff that we need, but I don't really care. That much. Guess I care a little bit. That is so crazy. That's gonna... I bet you there'll be a huge spike in our power here in just a moment. Well, we'll see. Let's just take the 2 back and we'll give it a little bit of time to get everything started again, because it will take some time. In fact, the only thing, it's gonna be 1 machine that will be started initially, but eventually it will trickle its way back to all of the other machines as we start to need all of them producing stuff. It's a decent rate, a couple thousand per second. How many do we actually need for a ticket? Jeez. I mean, it's gonna take three minutes at the high rate that we're producing stuff to actually matter. Wow. Okay, let's go pick up all of our garbage and then... just check to see... It's auto wiring, and then I don't see the train that we would possibly care about, so let's take this back. And we should have enough sheets now, right? Yeah, we got plenty of sheets. We have enough sheets to cover our bed with. That's the important thing, right? Yeah. So alumina solution next. And then we will make the battery... Oh, we forgot to pick up the aluminum. That's fine. That will be needed for the battery, but we're gonna have to produce the aluminum anyways. So this is fine. This is gonna have to be a very carefully controlled set of things to work right, because there's definitely a huge possibility of really screwing this up. I feel like we should put a radar tower somewhere. The limestone... Maybe we'll put one. It'd have to be right at the crazy up ramp that we have. a little bit to the west of there. I don't know if I have everything needed to build a radar station. We'll have to check that out. No, it's not a huge thing, but the floor drop for the hyper tunnel seems to be a good fit. We may convert a few of these to hole drops. Just because they're fun. You gotta have a little fun in the game. You know, these have wall mounts. I suppose one thing we could do is just build the wall straight vertically. We could voop it up and then mount these along the wall and have a more vertical tunnel. Maybe. Something to consider at least. I'm sure it would work. It's just a matter of, do we really want to do something like that? Can't believe we just cleared out our entire truss section. Let's go see if that made any kind of a dent in our power usage when we get the chance. So yeah, this is vaguely where we would want the radar. This still needs to be... Okay. Okay, I see. That was a different limestone. That's the limestone that we tapped to help us make cheap silica. Really, we would like to have the radar tunnel further out. Okay, let's get all of this wired up. So I think the level 2 tube is gonna be this. Let's go ahead and build a level 2 tube to here. I don't know if that's what we need. And then the level 1s will be more than adequate for this. All right, now the alumina solution. We just need 2 refineries. So we're not gonna build a blueprint because it's not particularly complex. So let's bring our stuff. How do we want to route this? Let's bring it straight down and then we're gonna do Mark 4.
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
That is the bauxite one. Let's clear out this.
Harvest.
It's gonna be nice to see this actually moving stuff. Now, can we bring you to the underside? Yes, we can. Actually, before we do anything, let's just come up here. We're gonna put a splitter. And then these are gonna do alumina solution. They need 120 per second. Do I want... I think we'll do a third machine, even though we're probably not gonna use it. And it's probably better to get this exactly balanced, but who cares? Doorbell just rang. That's probably a package. They'll just leave it. It'll be fine. Why didn't it line up? Do I have the inputs outputs mixed? Wait a second. Yeah, that's input. We need to have a 4. This guy is definitely backwards. Let's get you placed right. Should have gotten the cadmium ore too while we were back at the main base. We have a lot of that. Okay. So then we're gonna build a Mark IV belt, not belt, lift. And then all we need to do is get the bauxite into there from the underside. I love this running underneath. Should have done this a long time ago. Okay, let's go ahead and put in what we've got. And we need to get water here. Well, we can't do the same kinds of tricks, so what we're gonna do is let's line this up. How much water? I mean, it's gonna be a Mark 1. And then the Mark 2. What we're gonna do is just put a new tube here. Okay. And then lastly, we feed the pipe into there. And we've got our water. Now, this will actually need to be able to take in water, and we're gonna have to limit it somewhat. I'm gonna put that as a Mark 1. Well, we can do this Mark II. Because we're gonna have to feed back in some water at some point in time. So that will be a little bit tricky, but we'll figure that out later. Okay, so we have the ammonia solution. Alumina solution, I mean. Let's keep going with our concrete pad. Then we're going to just chop down some trees. I hate to build stuff in the poison forests, but got too much garbage. Let's go leave a little behind. Oh, fine, then we'll build another chest. Let's leave stuff like that. And then some of our copper sheets. That should be good. And that will allow us to get through all of these. Okay, now from ammonia solution, we're gonna go ahead and reproduce the aluminum. So we need to get well, we're gonna start with 1. Actually, the ammonia solution, should we tank that? The answer is probably. We have the silica that we're gonna have to do something with. Well, for the moment, we're just gonna set the silica in a storage container. I don't want too big a one. How much silica? 50 per minute. So it can be a Mark 1 belt into here, but it's going to be a Mark 3 out. Okay. Why are we not getting any water in? There should be water going into these. Oh, we don't have power probably. That looks suspiciously like we have power to 1, but not all of them. More lines. There we go. You're taking in water. You've got water, and you don't have any. Okay, so it's different reasons for all of them, but the ammonia solution should now be produced. Now let's combine all of the ammonia solution, and we're going to do 2 different things with it. So we're gonna have it go into a tank. For the moment, we'll just use an industrial tank because why not? Heavy modular frames, we have some. We just gotta go pick them up. chop these trees down. Okay. Man, I wish I could blow those things up. I'm actually gonna put the tank here. The tank is gonna be purely to store stuff for the battery production. Is that the right level belt? No, or pipe, it has to be Mark II. Okay. And then from here, we're going to convert back. Let's see here, we need 1 or 2. Refineries. Testing steel pipes. Well, I'm pretty sure we have some of those over here. Please tell me we have some. Not on that one. Okay, thank goodness we do. I do not want to go back and forth anymore. So let's see. Build the refinery. Build 2 of them. You're gonna make aluminum scrap. So you've taken 240 per minute. Honestly, we'll never need more than one of these. Because the other alumina we're going to be using for other purposes, so. Let's go ahead and just put a pipeline Mark 1 to here. We also need coal. How much coal are we gonna need? 120 per minute. I'll leave a Mark III belt here for the coal. Actually, let's keep it going high. Let's bring it over here. Nope, that's not quite good enough, and I put it in the input anyways. Dadgum. Gotta stop doing that. Why don't you guys let me do that, even though, you know, I'm recording this ahead of time. Haha. Yeah. I will take responsibility for my own actions. So, I put... Jeez, I really did that wrong.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
So that will be the coal. Do I have any coal on me? No. So then we're gonna have to get the water out of here, this is the real trick to doing this. So this water needs to come back, and it needs to get fed in here. So we need to actually put a valve that will restrict this. Oh, we need rubber, and we don't have rubber. Pretty sure that's the case. So, alright. We're just gonna hope that this works. Very, very complex system. Okay. So that will produce the scrap, and then from the scrap, we produce the aluminum. So this is where the silica comes into place. So we're gonna prioritize, well, we're gonna feed in the silica into a merger, so it's going to, by default, take up to half of it from the produced silica. And then we're going to use the rest of it to come from elsewhere if we need to. We could put in a smart array, and maybe we will. I meant to chainsaw that, but that's okay. This someday will cause us problems because we are relying on coal, or, you know, the non-renewable power, but we have so much of it, it's crazy. Or for the transportation fuel. Okay. So let's go ahead and set up our foundries here. The foundries... $360 per minute. So let's see here. It's not packager, refinery. It's a foundry. There we go. Can't afford because we're missing concrete. Really? I hope we have some concrete here. Otherwise, this is going to be an episode killer. Nope. We used all of our concrete. Wow. All right. Well, as said, this will be an episode killer. So let's... One quick thing that we'll do, and then I'll have to remember to go get some more concrete. I suppose we could mine some, but yeah. Where's the fun in that? And even then, it wouldn't be enough. We have enough for, well, I mean, it just takes a lot of concrete to build a factory. Especially when you're laying down this foundation all over the place. I'm sure we could reduce this somewhat and it would probably work fine. Yeah, we have so much. Okay, so we're gonna need a certain number of blenders. You know, hang on. Well, let's see, blender. Three heavy modular frames, we'll need a lot of those. And then we're also gonna need I don't know how many blenders though. I know that we're gonna need some foundries. And we'll get the aluminum casing. I'll get the cadmium wiring while we're at the base too. Okay. Still, this is most definitely progress. We have... everything is being used, other than the silica that we've got produced. That will come soon. And... I mean, we're gonna need a bunch of blenders. Alright. So I'm going to pick up the supplies that we'll need. We'll leave the cable, frames, rods, reinforced plates. I'm looking at anything that we have a full stack of. Let's leave. That we think that we might need here. Well, let's... nah. We'll take all those with us. And I'll start heading back between episodes. Thanks guys for everything. Until next time, keep on tracking. We'll see you then. Take care.